Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard, and good to see you all here for our first look at Docked, a game that should be on Steam in just a little bit, courtesy of the Steam Next Fest starting later today. Should be going till the end of the week, too. If you don't know, I've been promoting it all the time over the last couple of years. The Steam Next Fest, of course, is a really good way to be able to take a look at all sorts of new games via basically a parade of demos, and Docked is no exception to that. Docked, we've done a video on before, and we've been talking a lot about this game every time we played anything else from Saber Interactive, like Roadcraft, and anytime we play like a building or a construction game. This one has a demo out in just a little bit. You'll be able to go to Steam or the pin message up at the top of chat and download this one and give it a try. It's like 4 missions that let you operate various pieces of equipment in a port that has been damaged by a storm. So you're basically rebuilding things and getting it operational again, but yet, you know, the show must go on, and operations continue despite there being a storm. Looks great. Some of the vehicles are very, very cool. A lot of unique stuff here. So thanks to Saber Interactive for sponsoring today's stream. Thanks to all you guys for being here. Again, link is in the bottom of the description there on YouTube and at the top of chat. And I absolutely recommend a controller for this one too, and a mouse and keyboard, since there is the ability. I know a lot of you will ask, yeah, you can get out of the vehicle. We'll have the dev in just a minute. We'll be able to ask questions about the game that way. And so looking forward to asking some questions here after we take a little look at it. I have already played the demo. I couldn't resist. I honestly couldn't resist, and I'm glad I did, because now I just want to play it again and again. It's doing what happened with Roadcraft, where, you know, I played the Roadcraft demo and I was like, that was cool, and then I came back and played it pretty much every day for like a week. This might be a little different because we don't get to build stuff, but the operation stuff is still pretty sweet. So let's take a look at the trailer. We'll jump into the game. We'll get the dev in. We'll ask some questions. You guys are more than welcome to ask questions too of the developer, and you know, things related to Docked, and you know, things like the release date, if the game will have you know, like hidden collectibles, how customized could you make the vehicles, you know, that kind of thing. Those are some questions we'll ask, and I'm sure everyone will ask for too when the game releases eventually. It's to be announced, so no release day on this one, but the demo will be today, and I do recommend a controller, and it is quite accurate with its simulation in moving these containers around. But let's watch a couple trailers, because, you know, build the hype and excitement, and then we'll go play it. Looking forward to it. Let's go. All dangerous cargo. Damn, this music's good. Operate heavy machinery. Oh, look at that. Getting linked in. Okay, so we're working at a port called Port Wake is where we are. Play the demo today again. You know, link in the description. Let's watch one more video here.
Job is never done.
Oh, here we go.
You gotta handle lots of heavy machinery and fix them when they break.
Oh, damn, I didn't know you could do that. You do maintenance on the vehicles? I must have forgot about that. I must have seen that. So you can actually maintain the vehicle. Farming Sim needs that. Oh, the tetrapods. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. That's what. Okay. The large crane here, I think this is called an STS, ship to shore. This thing has cables on it that can lift these out of the water. I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that.
And secure new ships.
Oh, we could drive semi-trucks around. Let's go.
While staring disaster in the face.
Drive slow.
It takes.
I might have to get a hat on for this one, boys.
Your shift.
Because when you start talking like this, brother.
Your dock.
That's right. It's my dock. Okay, well, when you're getting music like that going, I might have to put on a hat, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, yeah. You've been looking forward to this one? Me too. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the game. We'll jump into a call with the dev. If you guys have questions, please do come up with anything and everything to ask them. It's kind of not often that we get a dev interview, but it is nice to be able to chat with devs, because they are quite excited about what they're doing and what they're working on. And, you know, I'm just the medium to get them to communicate with you guys. And, you know, you can always learn a little bit more that way. Learning is good. Knowledge is power. Okay, let's fire this bad boy up. Make sure this works. Small percentage of people may experience seizures who are exposed to certain light. I work as a reach stacker driver, and I can't wait to play this game. That is awesome. From what I've seen so far in this game, it looks like we drive semis, those STS cranes above me here, this stacker thing over here, and then there's also something else called a, I forget, but it looks like an AT-AT on wheels, like rolling around the port. So very cool. I love, by the way, I've got to say, Saber, and I know I'm kissing butt, chat, but it's warranted here. I love their splash screens. They've got like the best splash screens for all their games. So I must say that this game, with what I've seen of how the vehicles look and operate, is very promising. They always have a particular type of feel and quality to them. And so if you go and play like any of the SnowRunner games, Roadcraft, anything else, there's always like a the vehicles always feel like there's weight, and that they're heavy, and they're like clunky and slow and powerful, and that's cool. And the cranes feel that way, and so does the other equipment that we'll be seeing today. So good stuff. All right, let's get the dev in. We'll chat a little bit, and then we'll take a look at the demo and start our first mission. So whoa. I hit the go button, and the controller immediately starts vibrating because we're firing up the old thing, whatever this thing is. I forget. They may use different terms in this game, so yeah, I don't know if some things are like copyright. You know how people say like laundromat and Kleenex, that kind of thing, yeah, or Coke when they just mean any sort of like drink like Coke or Pepsi. It's kind of that deal. Okay, let's chat with Vasily. We're gonna call Vasily, one of the devs. We're gonna ask him about his role on the game and ask more about Docked. And let me just get something here. Let's see. Actually, I will do this. I also had a list of questions, and I asked some of the people in our Discord too some questions beforehand as well. So some people already submitted some questions to me, so I'm going to pull those up. And make sure I'm ready to ask, because I don't want to be unprepared. He says as he's unprepared. Okay, good. All right. Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Hello?
Can you hear me well?
Oh, yes. Hello. Yes. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Amazing day today. Life of our project, our team. That's amazing day, yeah.
Big day.
We are always, yeah, all exciting with what is happening. It's a demo release. We waited so long for that.
How long have you been working on this demo?
Demo itself took not so long time. So I would say several months, maybe 2 or 3. So mostly the most challenging was to leave the most important content, no exclude. It was actually so terrible to exclude some features that I don't know. We cannot show at this moment because they're not ready at this stage. But we need to show the essence, the core gameplay. So that was, yeah, dramatical work. It took maybe 2 months, but mostly about cutting things from the main game so that it gets prepared.
Cutting things from the demo or the main game?
Cutting the main game to get the demo.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what are we about to play here today, Vasily? And by the way, what is your role with the team? What do you do?
Yeah, let me introduce myself. I'm publishing producer at Saber, so this except some management stuff, boring things, I'm contributing into game design, coordination, various departments in our company. For example, our development team need to be supported and provided with everything they need to develop the game. Marketing, release management, community stuff. So all of these groups to be working together efficiently. So I'm organizing this communication. Yeah, and also I'm deeply involved into game testing, accepting the interim builds, giving the feedback. So I'm everywhere.
Yeah, you're pretty important, it seems. You're doing everything.
Not only me, but everyone actually deeply involved into the game. So we have active collaboration. So thanks my colleagues because they're doing a great job as well. Hope we are on the way to success.
Yeah, I hope so too. Now, currently the game so today the game will be available on Steam until maybe the 20th with the Steam Next Fest, and it also says like to be announced. Do we know when maybe a release date may be announced?
The release of the main game, do you mean?
Yeah.
I cannot share. I'm sorry, but I cannot share this information right now because this is not a set in stone, and I don't want to share some interim versions and yeah, it's potentially be changed maybe right now. But yeah, we have a projected date, but it's too early to say about this.
Okay, so maybe sometime soon.
Sometime soon. Then.
Sometime soon.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, right. Looking forward to it then. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, Vasily. I'm going to jump into the game a little bit, but then we have some questions for you about some of the things pertaining to the game. I also asked some people in our Discord who've been following this and other Saber interactive games who, want to see some features or ask about features from other games in this game to see if they're there. And, just see what else maybe the demo won't show. Some things that maybe you could answer. But, of course, you can always say you can't answer yet because, you can't for whatever reason, so all good. Okay, so this is the dock demo. There's, 4 missions then available in the demo? That has, 3 different pieces of equipment and probably more coming with the full game. Oh, there it is. Now loading. All right, we've loaded in. All right, time for the dramatic intro. Oh, there it is. Okay, so mission number 1, job 1, 2, and 3 is what we have available now. And then in the upper right corner, we have materials, balance, and daily profit. I guess we may as well take a little tour of this because it kind of explains everything going on. And we get a giant port to play in. So, Vasily, did you base this off an actual port IRL?
Sorry, port IRL?
Yeah, this port, is this based on an actual port in real life, like an actual location?
Actually, this is not actual location, but when we developed the port, we used a lot of references. We have a huge archive of pictures and videos from real real ports. We even visited several ports just to feel how things going there, what they doing, what they saying. We talk to people. So this is fictional port, but it's made with high realistic level design. So it's really close to something which exists in real life.
Okay, so this isn't just like for the game. This actually could be closer to a real functioning port.
Yep.
Based on your research. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And I see here that there are train lines connected to it. There are obviously a highway that connects to the port as well for trucks, and then cranes and vehicles everywhere. But it's a little messy because there's a storm that's taking place. So it's not your typical simulator of a regular day. There's a little curveball here with the chat, wait until you hear the name of the storm. It's going to be great. They're going to love it. Looks good, though. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the economy, too. So there are orders for dock line, truck line, railway line, and then there's processing. Vasily, is this a tech tree that we're looking at, or what is the processing economy line?
The economy is not a main part here. It's just a supplementation of the main core gameplay, which is a simulator, machinery simulator. But economy glue the missions between each other. So the economy and progression includes management the orders of the logistics company. Here on the screen right now there is an order screen. You can sign the order on specific line. Line, it's a place where the logistic company place their orders, let's say, and we can choose from some of them and sign some of them, and then it will be our target to execute it. Execute means organize, moving the containers, the cargo from one point to another.
Oh, okay. And I also noticed, I think in the Steam store description, it says that there's some autonomy here. Are there like employees that the player can manage and have them assist or do things for them?
Not exactly, but the story, we have a story element in the game,
Right.
which is built around several characters.
Right.
And they all together achieving the goals of the port restoring and development. That was meant on the store page.
Oh,
But
okay.
you are not managing employees as a owner of the business, yes.
Gotcha. Very, very good. Okay, well, let's take a look at the first mission then. Mission 1, Even Keel. Pathfinder, a damaged container ship arrived at our port today. It was battered pretty badly by the storm, and some of the cargo on it, the deck has to be removed urgently. Remove 2 containers from the ship. So, again, Chad, a little bit more than just a whole, happy day at the port. Little hype and excitement here on this one. Okay, let's jump in. All right, looks like everything's loaded in. Okay, some questions coming in too. The UI looks the same as Expedition Roadcraft. Is it the same engine? Is this the same engine as those games?
No, this is completely different engine. The game is built on Unity.
Oh, very good. And multiplayer, everybody's going to be asking that. Will this be multiplayer?
At this stage, we don't have plans. This is a pretty new title, so we want to build a community around this first, and then further develop it. That is why we're proposing only single-player experience right now. This is our goal for the release time. But in future, depending on how good this game will be for the community, we can consider everything.
Okay, so it's possible. Anything's possible.
It's, from the game design, I would say this is possible. Yes.
Ooh, all right. Okay, let's begin our first mission.
Tom, there's a container ship at the pier. Barely made it here. Took heavy damage in the storm and is still taking on water. It also has some dangerous cargo on deck. So get on the STS crane and get it off there. You remember STS, right?
Ship to shore, Dad. Yes, I remember. I'm on it.
Damn, off to a good start. Vasily, Chad needs to know, are there going to be any bears in this game?
What do you mean by berries?
Containers on top have got to
Please
go.
clarify.
The ship is listing
the
pretty
big
badly.
cuddly 4-pod death machine with teeth and claws.
Decent class. No,
The big animal? No? Okay. So it's a bear. This is a bear-free environment?
Yeah. This
Okay.
is, like, right now it's as is.
Right now, no bears. Good to know. Yes, they did confirm that they did meet with people and go to actual docks to make the environment that we're seeing here. Okay, let's get to the STS crane. And as you can already see on the right side, there's a mission damage marker too. So clearly we'll be monitored for our attention to detail, let's say. But the environment looks great, though. Lots of rain and fog. Reflections. Looks good.
Tom, the weather's getting worse, so turn on the crane lights just in case.
All right.
Also, the boom's been known to freeze while lowering.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll use the upper booth to keep an eye on it.
Now, Vasily, at this point, I also have to say that usually in these types of games, the voice acting and people that they usually get into these games don't really have a lot of passion. It almost seems like they're not interested in the characters or whatnot. But one of my first impressions when I fired this up to test some things out and play through it is that the voice actors are very good. You guys got some really good people and some good writing in this. You're creating a good situation of there's tension here. It's like a movie. It's good.
Yeah, this is our story element bit. Thank you very much. We think the same.
going up.
Yes, it brings some immersion, I think, as well.
I think so too. And the characters also are like family. Like the character we play as, Bill is our father, right? And is it Mark who's our brother?
Yeah, Mark is just a friend.
Friend.
Old friend of the Tommy. Yes, the story is about coming back. So Tommy coming back to his home place of his father. They have family business, which is in trouble at this moment. So this is a cozy small port area, which is called Port Wake. And Tommy will help to his father and his friends to restore the area of the port after natural disasters and develop it further, make the business efficient, and so on.
Very nice. Now, also a good question from the chat. In this mission, we're about to move some pretty hazardous materials like some tanks of flammable liquid, but there's also regular containers. But is there any other cargo types that go beyond that might need special care other than the typical ISOs?
We have, first of all, we have a number of cargo types. We have different types of containers. They are different in size, and we also have oversized type of cargo without some standard form, let's say. And we use, as you noticed in the beginning of the streaming, we use ropes mechanic to transfer them. So this is another type of manipulator.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cables on the STS can move things around.
Correct.
Interesting. All right, 4th floor, here we come. Is there any plans for like maybe a full simulation mode that features like a day at the port with a day-night cycle, or is everything kind of mission-based at the moment?
We have predefined daytime. It depends on number of missions within one economical day. Economical day, it's an attribute of the main game. This is not available in the demo version, but the daytime changing depending on which order you play in the which number per day you play in the job.
Oh.
So the first one will be in the morning, the second one will be day, evening and night. For the missions, so we have two types of missions actually in the game, missions and jobs. So jobs are side missions, let's say.
Right.
The difference between them in that for the missions we have predefined weather condition and date-night. For jobs, it depends on the order during the economical day you played. So yeah, so missions also well directed, more interesting, including cutscenes and dialogues. Have some urgent events in it, so it's very, very attractive. And it's first of all, it's telling the story.
Hey, Tommy, how do you like being back?
It's like
I
I
answered
never
a bit
left.
more questions, sorry, that you asked for.
How about a little party tonight at Jay's to celebrate your return?
All good.
If you're buying.
For my favorite musician and best friend who's been away for ages? Of course.
Yes, it's been a while. I missed you too.
See you there.
All right, now we got to drive this thing. Will we meet some cool NPCs like Kelly or as cool as her? Well, there are good characters in this game. They're all. That's why I think the voice acting in this game, chat, really matters quite a bit, because some of my favorite games out there, like World in Conflict and Ace Combat, have a lot of character development that takes place via audio. And when you get voice actors that can be over the radio and convey, you know, joy and panic and concern and terror and other things like that, it does a good job of. Even though you might not be able to see these people, you kind of feel like they're there, and that, especially at this port, it's such a huge place that you're not always going to see everybody that you're working with, but you know they're there, because it's not a one-man job, and that's kind of what's cool. Oh, you just downloaded the dock demo. Okay, is it now available on Steam? Is it finally out? We started a little early, so it may not have been there. Yes. Okay. So just as a FYI, if you guys want to play what you're about to see, or don't want any, I guess, little spoilers for the demo or whatnot, Docked is now available on Steam. So link in the chat will get you there. Otherwise, I mean, you should know how to get to Steam by now, right? Okay, let's fire this thing up.
Ready.
Welcome to the STS Crane Training Program. To start, position the cab over the desired container.
Hey, how do I shut this stupid voice off?
You don't. I turned it on to refresh your memory after the long break.
Okay.
Look at all the controls for the crane, by the way. Spreader, roll, pitch, and yaw. And then also options to center it, control the twist locks, and we can also zoom in, too, to be able to see things a little more clear. And there's multiple camera views, too. And I will say too, chat, that even though there's a lot of like kind of urgency to get this job done, or all these jobs as quickly as possible, there doesn't seem to be any time limit, so you can take your time to like fully, you know, practice and make sure you get things right. And of course, like if you're using a controller or whatnot, like modify your controls to be as effective as possible.
In your manual, they are also referred to as TEUs, or 20-foot equivalent units.
May I supplement as well?
Oh, what?
May I supplement this part? We have a, from my perspective, pretty good implemented tutorial feature, as the complexity of the crane operator is more or less high, I would say. The game needs to help to the player to learn everything, how everything is working. So yeah, we have pretty good tutorial, yes. So
one thing that I like about this section too, Vasily, is that even though we're working all sorts of different equipment, they all connect to these containers the same. Like the containers are all, the method of connecting to them is pretty much the same. So once you have started to master one piece of equipment, you know, things will get mixed up by having to connect differently. So it's the same but different, which is quite interesting.
Yep.
So as you can see here, chat, we're trying to basically link up these four corners with the crane. So you could do that fully from the cab, or you can do it with the help of the camera here. But the first-person mode's pretty good from the actual cab itself. So that should be pretty good right there. Locked in.
The container outline on your crane's MFD is filled green. The yellow and red lights are on, indicating that the container is ready for gripping.
There we go.
Just be careful there. Those containers have some nasty stuff inside. One puncture and we'll never hear the end of it.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Okay, so we have our first container. Awesome. I have a friend who runs one of these cranes for a job. He told me what it's like, but now I get to experience it. Oh yeah, cool. I mean, chat, we have a crazy amount of train simulators and games that take place at train stations, and the same for airports. But this is really This is very unique because there are other games that have ships and ports and whatnot, but they're usually either the ships or the ports and not really more of a port aspect. But if you think about it, there's a crazy amount of equipment that ports use specifically for them. So it's pretty cool to be able to see all this stuff. Because I mean, every large nation that has you know, shorelines and stuff has lots and lots of ports, and all these containers are relatively the same.
When you reach the target height, release the twist locks.
And the level of realism implemented here with all of the physics we have in the game, this is really a unique point also in Team Jenner.
Yeah, later on we'll see the physics too with like balancing and like if you overextend the arm, it'll tip over your vehicle and such if you're not careful. So that is
The green and yellow lights together
noticeable.
indicate that the container is stable. You can now release the twist locks.
I got it. All right, time to grab a larger container.
You need to extend the spreader to grab a 40-foot or a double TU container.
What would I do without you?
Got it.
Tommy, if you're not done yet, you better hurry. That storm is gonna hit any minute now.
You're right on time. I'm all but done.
And you didn't even turn my port into a disaster zone. Not bad.
Yeah, I'll be gone before I get a chance to disappoint you.
Or you could stay and not disappoint me.
All right. Think about that.
That's my boy.
Got it. Chat, check out the name of this storm. Hurricane Wendy. Oh man, it's a good burger joint. Okay, so let's ask some more questions for Vasily about, like for example, there's a lot of questions coming in for the vehicles. Then, so the equipment in the game obviously is quite massive. One of the pieces of equipment that we just used. So how did you like capture the look and the kind of as I mentioned earlier, the feel of heavy equipment? Like it really does feel heavy. Like what goes into that?
Yeah, so first I would say that yes, the models are really close, really close to those which you can meet in reality in the container terminal area. We used a lot of references. We worked out every detail of the models. You can explore it. It's pretty fantastic from my perspective. If you like the heavy machinery, if you like machinery in general, so you will enjoy, because you can walk the stairs, visit some areas, yeah, explore them first of all. Secondly, they are huge.
Yeah.
Definitely they have a weight and the weight is the core thing in our physics of the game, and to get it realistic you need to take care about this. And in real life, if you imagine the operators when they drive in the real machinery, they actually they learning this
Right.
over years, and they spending a lot of times to get so some kind of experience and be efficient in this. And when you watch how they doing things simultaneously, so many actions at the same time, it's a pure art from my perspective. And this is what we actually wanted to implement in this game, just to give a feeling to the player of how machinery work. And we, at the same time, as this is still a game, not a reality, so
Right.
we don't have actually years for the players to learn the functionality. We implemented several assistants in the game, like projections you just used when you captured container. If you would also notice, there is a beam that helps to understand where your spreader, which is container manipulator.
Right, the line coming up from the ground.
Correct. Where it is in the space.
Right.
So such assistance helps to the player be more efficient. But anyway, to be a really experienced player, you need to gain your skill. You need to train to participate, and as much you play, as better you get in, you feeling more satisfaction. You preparing for more. For harder missions, for more challenging missions, and this is how the progression curve is built up in this game. So I hope I answered this.
Yeah, you did. And then speaking of as you mentioned, the difficulty, I notice here on the jobs, there's a difficulty normal. The difficulty of these jobs is not tied to like a game mode, right? Like a player can't choose easy, normal, or hard at the beginning. It's tied to the jobs or the mission itself.
The difficulty level system a bit harder. So in demo we don't have chance to choose the difficulty. Actually,
Right.
in the main game there will be normal and hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and when you see on the job card label normal or hard, it means that the job itself takes longer, more challenging. You're required to solve some logical task, for example, or just a number of containers larger than in normal one, for example. But when you combine all together, hard type of job and hard mode playing, so you get in a real experience, I think. But yeah, the modes are not available in demo, just
So speaking of like the realism, and you mentioned earlier all the assistant things like the beams, is there a way for a player who wants to like do all of this without any assistance? Is there a way to turn all that off so they can do it, I guess, in the hardest mode of just using their senses rather than in-game help?
This is a great question, actually, and I don't know, to be honest, how it will be on the release stage, because it's even discussable right now in the team. So, feel free, guys, to express your opinion, how it's better to do.
Yeah, do you guys want full realism? I think eventually, if you really like this game and enjoyed it and play through it and beat it, it'd be great to do it again on a harder difficulty, knowing what to expect. And as Vasily's been saying, like, these guys do these things for years before they learn that skill. You could probably learn it faster in a game because it's more forgiving and there's no danger, or really like, you know, it's simplified, which is fine. But then that means you got to be more aware of your surroundings if you're playing in first person. Okay, let's go into our next mission. Job 1, dangerous cargo. The Hurricane left the port in complete disarray. You need to move 2 containers with dangerous cargo to a safe location. And actually, now that we're getting into the port being destroyed, then I guess just one more question about it then. I guess eventually, oh, and another thing too about vehicle repair. How you know, we were asking about vehicles and things like that, and how big they are. How detailed, or what can a player do to like maintain vehicles and repair?
In terms of mechanics, so first of all, I need to say that repair it's a part of job scenario. So it's not happening, unfortunately, because of you,
Oh, okay.
damaging in real life. Sorry, in real time in the game, but it's a part of scenario. How it looks like? First, you need to. So when you face with situation that the vehicle is broken and you need to repair it, first you need to find the malfunction. So you use a scanner feature and scanning the part of vehicle and finding the parts which are broken. So in trailer of the main game there is a episode with that. When you find out what is exactly broken, you start playing the repair game. So we have a number of mini games which are intended to so emulates the repairing, let's say.
Right.
In most cases, it's a logic-based games, but experienced player will solve it pretty much fast and get fun of this. At the same time, we have a damage system implemented in the game, which mostly doing the work of counter, of limitator. And when you drop down the container, you smash something on the level, driving reach stacker, for example, you get in a damage. And when you exceed the maximum level, you fail the job.
Oh, okay.
So it leads to replaying this.
So you can fail a job from either damaging the cargo or vehicles?
Cargo vehicles, both, yes.
Okay, all right. And then speaking of repairs too, can you like explain how not only the repair of the vehicles will work, but the port itself? Is that what we saw at that map screen with the upgrades and leveling up things?
Yes, this is important part of the game. Also, you acting not as a operator of the heavy machinery, but you at the same time acting as a port manager. It means you sign, as we seen previously, sign the logistics company orders. You fulfill them, organizing the logistic chains, put in some vehicles. It's available on the economy turnover, economy processing screen. You can open up it and there you can be you get familiar with the logistics process. Yeah, you purchase vehicles and you allocate their capacity, which is measured in TO. TO, it's a professional terminology. It means a 20-foot equivalent unit, which just to simplify, it means a container. Let's call it container right now. So you move in containers using various types of vehicles. First, you need to unload cargo which arrived to the port through 3 lines. So it's a dock line, railway line, and truck line. Then you need to transport it to the storages, and then you need to load containers to storages. And to implement all of these steps, you need to use different vehicles, and you in the economy you allocate their capacity in the scheme and executing the order.
Right.
When we're coming back to infrastructure management, we also can accept purchasing vehicles, increasing their capabilities. You also can upgrade the buildings, for example, storages or offices or dock line, for example, railway line. It also impacts on your economical possibilities. For example, offices of higher level giving you a higher number of TO in logistics company orders.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, or for example, storages, upgrading the storage, you increase its capacity, which is also important for orders execution. But at the same time, it requires this specific operation, upgrade the storage. It requires changing the type of vehicle which you're working with this type of yard. Because yards of the first level require reach stacker for operation. Yard of the second one requires straddle carrier, and we have also RTG, rubber tired gantry crane, which is working with storages of third level.
RTG,
so everything is
gotcha.
connected. Yeah.
Whiskey, thank you very much for the tier 1, dude.
Yes, Dad.
No worries.
This place is a mess.
You're telling me? I'm just starting to tally up the damage. We're lucky at least some of our stuff is still okay.
All right, so the port was a little messy before, but now it's been completely damaged. So really the overall goal then is to repair and then eventually invest and upgrade the port too. So basically going from completely damaged to fully functional, even better than before. All right, there's the reach stacker. And there it goes.
I'm ready to go.
Good. Now get those containers to the free lot. Gently.
Yeah, I remember. One puncture and we'll never hear the end of it.
Yep, something like that.
Nice.
Now, Vasily, another question I've been wanting to ask for a very long time about all these Saber interactive games is, and in this mission particularly, I think Mark brings up that the main character was once in a band and he wants to like upload the music or something to online for people to listen to it. These games always have an amazing soundtrack. I always listen to all the sound, the guitar and the the vibes of what the music gives is outstanding. How do you guys go about making the soundtrack for this game? Are you always using the same people or person for this? Or maybe not. All right, let's jump in. Looks very detailed, chat. Rusty. Okay, let's fire it up.
Can you hear me?
Oh yes, hello.
Yeah. What? At which point I stopped saying something? Sorry.
I didn't hear you for maybe the last minute or so.
Oh, okay. Let me answer, please, about music.
Yes.
Once again, I did.
Go ahead.
But so I cannot say anything about music in other projects at Saber, but we have a good musicians team at Saber. Guys doing great job, doing wonderful music for us. We're excited with this, and what I want to say that the music in this particular game playing a specific role because it's a part actually of the plot of the game, because as you mentioned in this mission with Rich Tucker, it becomes knowing that Tommy actually a musician, and and when you listen in the music, at some point you will understand that actually this music is connected with the main character somehow.
Oh, really? So this is the most important, I guess, the soundtrack that I've heard it from the other games. Then is that I've never heard the main character of the game. Well, really, this is the first game I think I played where they really have a voice actor for the main character, and now he's actually tied to the music as well. So you have an in-house Saber studio for like music.
I don't know much about this. I'm sorry. I hope I will not say something wrong. But yeah, we have several guys from the music teams, which are our colleagues.
You're still using that thing.
All right, nice.
Of course, it was Dad's. His taste in music wasn't as good as mine, though.
So you kept the recording too?
Come on.
Thanks to
we
them,
can make it big.
actually.
I'm running
If they're
your fan
listening,
club. I'm dead
watching.
serious, though. Your music's good.
Yeah, they do a good
I
job.
just wish there were more than 2 people who knew about it. So I put together a little video with yesterday's cam feeds and your music and posted it online.
Well, tell me if it gets any views. Anyways, gotta get back to work.
Good luck.
Quite precise. Guitar Hero crossover? Yeah, you want some of these games in Guitar Hero? That'd be cool. The game's musics, yeah. see if we can get. There we go. Look at this too, chat. We can move the cabin forward and backwards. Look at that. We need that guitar. That's right. Guitar is a great vibe for all these games, both acoustic and electric.
We call type of gameplay is meditating. Yeah, it helps to relax and do your job.
Yeah, these games are like meditation for a lot of people too. You could just there's a lot of challenge to it, yet at the same time it creates kind of a relaxing experience, even though you're transporting like explosives around. It's pretty interesting.
Yes, of course. At the beginning, when you just starting to learn, I forgot actually this moment in my life, but it was a long time ago. But when you're learning, you're a bit in stress.
First
But
container's in place.
later, when you
Going for the second.
gain the skill,
Good.
you enjoy
Keep the pace.
all of this meditative stuff.
Completely agree. Now, another question about the vehicles then. What about customization? Are we able to paint the vehicles or get different types of vehicles or upgrade them in any way?
Unfortunately, cannot share this information. We're thinking about this. This is what I would say right now. But the decision is not made at this moment.
Ooh. Actually, one thing I need to mention too, chat. For those of you who like realism, these vehicles look pretty cool, but here's something right here that's amazing. Check this out. I forgot to mention this. The vehicles have wipers, which you can turn on and off. So in certain situations, it may rain, and so you can flip those on and off. So those function, which is pretty cool. And then also, the best part, safety first, right? You can actually turn on the work beams and lights as well. So it doesn't, you can't really see it, you know, because the sun's out, but you can see that the little light in the back will come on there. It should anyway. Oh yeah, you can barely see it, but yeah, the little work light in the back will come on too for safety. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Will this game have HOTAS and wheel support, or at least the demo?
Wheel support. We have a plans, yes, to implement several wheels, most popular wheel support. So yep, that's a part of main game release.
Very nice.
But at the same time, I want to mention this context that you're operating not by wheel in this vehicle, and wheel will give you just
Looks
will
like I'll
help
have
you
to tilt the
drive
sprider to pick
the
this one up.
vehicle. But there is another important part, which is like boom operation, for example.
Right.
Which is, yeah. So it helps partially. But anyway, it works for each stacker, for example, and a bit harder to implement for ship-to-shore crane, which it was the first crane in the previous mission.
All right, so this cargo is tipped towards us a little bit, so we also have to worry about the pitch roll and yaw, or otherwise the X, Y, and Z axis of the arm as well. Oh, and we have to rotate, and we can also, one thing I really like is we can shift the arm back and forth too if we're off a little bit to the left or right. So there's a lot of helpful things to get it just right.
Most of the critical cargo.
Yep, I'm on the last one.
Great. Bring it over and take a break. I guess it's good to have you back. Maybe.
It's good to see you too.
So now I can really feel like the back wheels are kind of a little off the ground. So we, need to bring this a little closer to balance some things. And of course, chat, a lot easier to drive from third person than the first person when you're blocked like this. But there's a little bit of a trap up here you got to be careful of. Those containers are rather narrow. So we're going to have to lift it up high to get over them. She kind of sounds like Kelly. Oh, yeah. Chat loves themselves some Kelly.
In terms of controls, I also want to mention that there is different controls presets available in settings.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's presets, so you cannot change exact function, but we tried to implement even in demo build.
Control scheme.
For convenience of the player. We have 3 or 4, probably 4.
Yeah, there's simulator mode, arcade mode, hybrid mode, and free camera mode too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
We decided
nice.
to extend the number from the standard number because it's a pretty unique vehicles, and there is no much experience in the world of how to better operate Reach Stacker on the gamepad. That is why we tried to make it a bit excessive. Let us know, guys, what is preference of yours.
Yeah, let us know your preferences, chat, on keyboard or controller. And it does look like for keyboard you can redo the key bindings and or go back to defaults there. So that's good. Nice. Vasily, are there plans to bring this game to Game Pass upon release? Is there talks about that?
Sorry if some interferences. Could you please come again?
Is there plans to bring this game to Game Pass on release?
Game Pass.
Yes.
Yes, we have a game. We have a plans on that, but it's finally not agreed. So please stay tuned. Follow our channels. You will know.
Of course.
As soon as everything will be clear.
And does Docked itself has its own like Twitter and all of that?
Yes, we have Twitter, YouTube, official Saber website, Instagram. So yeah, I'm pretty sure our community team will give you all the channels if you would like to share it.
Very nice. Okay, that's job 2 done. Yeah, Discord. I know you'll be in that Discord, Nicholas. I'm sure you will. Okay, let's go on to our second job or third mission then. Night work. It's necessary to bring 3 containers to the train to prepare their shipment to the city. All right, let's do that mission. So, Vasily, what sets this game docked apart from other vehicle or construction simulators? There's a lot of games that have a lot of vehicles. What makes this one different?
First of all, I would say it's a setting. Yes, everything is happening in the port at the same time with a realistic physics. So no game contains those at the same time. So this is our key selling point from our perspective. At the same time, we have a wonderful plot which well combine the progression and jobs to each other. So I think all of these aspects make the game really unique.
Gotcha. All right. Use the reach stacker to unload 3 containers from yard H and bring them to the train. Train time.
This job is most challenging, so be careful.
What is the most challenging job?
Yeah, 3 others, they are in the beginning of the main game progression. This one is from the middle. So you need to demonstrate your skills here.
Oh, there's no cup holder? Oh, there it is, maybe. It's a pretty big cup. That looks like it's for an extinguisher. All right, let's go. You hope there'll be a high level of difficulty. For example, you don't have an indicator to show on your alignment of the container. Yeah, Grinch, that's what we were talking about a little earlier. There are talks from the devs to maybe make it so there are less or no... like no HUD, and you might be able to do things without it. But there are ways at least to hide the, the on-screen controls and to be able to play completely from first person in the cab. So that does add a little more challenge, not being able to see outside as you would in like a drone view. Alright, so there's where we'll have to move 3 containers. One's on top of Bravo, and Alpha's all alone. So let's grab, we'll start with the easy one.
There is a visual bug actually in this build, unfortunately. I apologize for this, but not 3, but 2 containers.
Yes, I noticed that as well. But we only need to load 2 containers, but we'll still need to move 3 because of the not being able to get to the other one. So I think I'm going to do it this way, chat, because that pathway over there is a little more narrow, and there's debris and stuff around. What's interesting here too, chat, is you might not be able to do things the way, because there's debris and damage around, you might have to think differently about tackling some of these jobs. You got to turn on your, your snow runner and your roadcraft brain to solve problems by kind of working around them, which is very much a, a thing you have to do at work, where problems come up that you try to prepare for, but you can only be so prepared for certain things. So you always got to be thinking outside the box. Very nice. Will the full game only have missions, or there be a sandbox mode? I think it'll be missions and jobs for now.
Yes, this is the case. Once again, first of all, we need to get your impressions, guys. I mean, we need to build the fan base. Then I think it's possible to get a proposal how to further develop the game.
Yeah, depending on how successful it is closer to the launch, then things like multiplayer and sandbox and stuff might be able to come in. So that's good. I mean, they're not saying no, chat. They're saying maybe, if you're good. if you behave.
If you're all together, we'll be good.
Like a glove. Yeah, difficulty level is tied to jobs and missions, but there may be a larger difficulty later from the beginning. So Vasily, during these missions, is there random weather conditions too, like rain or fog, or is it tied to the mission?
It's a preset for the missions, for the story missions, so predefined. For the jobs, it's randomly chosen from several variants. We have sunny day, rainy, cloudy, fog, something like this. As far as I
Okay.
remember. Yeah. I want to say you have a great potential of doing this work. So you're doing everything carefully. The precision is high. So
Oh
well
yeah.
done.
Look, when I play other games, you know, like Roadcraft, for example, other people will throw things around in the back of it. I try to load everything, you know, really nicely and lock it in, you know, and then strap everything down. So I appreciate the almost Tetris-like, you know, precision that you need to stack these crates. It's very fun to try to get it perfectly in position.
I'm completely with you. Looking at this same time, same thing, way.
I do like how the game it gives you a little wiggle room. Like if it's not perfect, it's better for, you know, children or younger people who just aren't as patient, just want to like drive stuff around. But also being able to place it like perfectly is nice. Like we have the precision to do that. It doesn't take that away from us. Big question. Do you have a horn for the vehicles? I can answer that right now. Yes, you do. Good sound design so far? Yeah. I think the music and the sound in these games are outstanding, and I think the voice acting too, chat, matches what I've come to expect from the vehicles and from the soundtrack too. It's I mean, I don't think it could be better. I don't think they could do anything else to do that. Don't blow anything up? No, I'm good. I'm not going to do that. What's the top speed on this thing? Well, we could try to hit it. Let's go. Seems probably like 30, 40 kilometers. Also, check this out, chat. You can see the driver bouncing around in the cab a little bit. Or he's vibing to the music, one of the two. Okay, now onto the harder container. This one's going to take a little more work. Ooh, look at that. Close. This is gonna be tough. Actually. What's up, Ben? Welcome to the stream, dude. Oh, there we go. Look at that. This mission is the best for showing off how precise you can be and how you have to think a few moves ahead. You have to kind of plan a little bit, which is really nice. Oh, I'm glad you asked that, Emma, because I forgot to ask that question so far. Vasily, will there be like hidden collectibles in the map that players have to collect?
At this stage, we don't have such a plans. We had this item in the backlog, but unfortunately, this is not a priority right now for us. So I would be glad to get such things, but yeah, we're limited in time right now.
If you had to make the decision on like what you would hide, like what would the item be? What do you think it would be? Like little trucks, little dinosaurs, little bears? What would it be?
We thought about more generic objects like coins maybe, or sheep inside the bottle, for example, or maybe some marine thematic. Because yeah, remember we're working in the port, so
that's right.
Romantic atmosphere. You need to feel a breeze, and you need to enjoy the atmosphere. So it should be in the same style, I think.
Yeah, Ben, there are already employees working at this port. We can't hire any employees, but there are people who will kind of, they're colleagues that will work with you in the game to tell you about the jobs and communicate with you via radio. So the management aspect is you and also them kind of talking with you about what's going on. A little story created through radio and chatting. Oh, that'll buff out. Little dino plushies, yeah. Soundtrack sounds like heavy machine work. The music of these games has always been very, very good. It just has. I always listen to it when we play other games, and it's severely underrated and very important.
I personally like also the music in the in-game menu.
Oh, you like the in-game menu music?
Yeah. assess this one as well. It's a difference.
I think I loaded it better the first time. All right, here we go. Mission 3 knocked out. On to the last one. Now, this next mission, Vasily, has some crazy, like who thought of this piece of equipment? You know, it's insane. We're going to be driving like a dinosaur with wheels. It's going to be crazy. Job 3 test drive.
You will love this.
Yeah, go on.
You will love this, definitely. It's amazing.
It's called the Straddle carrier. Now, Vasily, when you went to these ports and stuff, did they let you drive the vehicles? Did you get to sit in the cabs and see how it works?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. When we investigated, when we collected initial information?
Yeah, when you were looking into the vehicles, did you get to sit in the cabs and get to drive things around?
I cannot say precisely because it wasn't me. Other people visited port area, so maybe not. I don't know, but it looks right now as realistic as it could be.
I think you're right. We'll take a look at the interior of this one too. When's this actually out? Well, this demo is out now, so if you want to play what you're seeing, links at the top of the chat or down below in the description. But the game is kind of a TBD on its release, and also TBD on the announcement of the release. So hopefully soon. It could be anywhere from tomorrow till maybe tomorrow or some other day. Who knows? Hopefully tomorrow. Probably won't be. Phone keeps ringing. Our customers are waiting for their containers. Break in a brand new straddle carrier and move 2 containers. We're going to move 2 containers, Jen, a whopping 2. Well, that's a good question. Do we have to repair damaged containers since some can be thrown around during transport?
No, unfortunately. The damage system not so complex in this game.
And what was is the most challenging aspect of creating this game so far?
Oh, very complex question, to be honest. The most challenging. I would say that we were really good with machinery-related mechanics and touched the right base pretty much quickly. So most complex for us was the economy system development, but you will not see it in the demo. It's still on polishing stage. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, there is wheel support for this, but because you're operating cranes and other equipment, it might be best to use a controller. But, I mean, you can try to do whatever you want. All right, so we're going to enter the straddle carrier, pick up a 20-footer, put that in yard B, section A, row 6. Grab a 40-footer, yard B, row 3, section 6. Look at this.
So, how do you like the new toy, Mark?
She's perfect. I wouldn't dare put a scratch on her.
Don't need to worry too much. Just be careful and do your job.
Speaking of which, Container Yard B needs attention after the storm.
I'm on it, boss.
That's so nice that we actually can climb ladders and move about the equipment, not just go straight to the cab or just stand next to it and press Y to enter. It's very nice that there's an animation to getting into that stuff. Or out. Oh, Vasily, will this game, do you guys have plans for like achievements, like Steam achievements and things?
Yeah, this is a mandatory feature. We're going to publish our project on consoles, and we have to implement it, and we're actively working on this right now. So yes, answer is yes.
Very nice. So there will be achievements. Yes, I did ask about a day-night cycle and weather system. There is day and night, but there's not a cycle. It's tied to missions and jobs, and it seems the game will randomly choose weather based on job types, but missions is locked.
Yes.
Because some of the missions have like a storm, so thus it would be storming. This is so cool. I really like the highway. We played a lot of Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, and it's so nice to be able to drive into a port and offload and leave. But here we actually get to see what happens with what equipment when you're dropping it. Like this answers the question of what happens to those pieces of cargo you leave behind. Well, this is what happens. The straddle carrier will pick those up and put them into the yard, and then STSs can pick them up and put them onto ships, which is really neat.
Yep. That's story continuation. You're absolutely right.
And what I really like here, Vasily, is, we've all gone through school and university, but I think you'll learn more through life, over the years than you would at any sort of school and university. So video games are such a great way to learn other languages and technologies and mechanics and like systems and things like that. So I probably have seen this thing before, but now I'll remember it forever, this stack machine, the straddle carrier, because like now I get to drive it. So it's actually really unique to be able to like sit in this thing and move containers around with it. It's really cool.
Absolutely, and not only vehicles, but the business processes.
Right.
Seaport. We also, this is one of the goal actually we followed to give an overview to our players how the marine port works, including vehicles, operation, and economy part as well.
Can you check if the spreader works now?
Sure, works just fine, boss.
Great.
Yeah, very memorable. KNVB, thank you very much for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Exploration of the docks is very cool. Yeah, this is kind of a very much, kind of open world because, you can't go around the world is the port. So if you think of it that way, you look at the map screen and stuff, everything's connected. So as they mentioned, like it seems like a functional port that you're working in sections, but they're not limited. It seems like if you wanted to just go drive around, you could just randomly. Okay, let's go do some work, chat, shall we? Oh, best feature of the game right here, chat. Check this out. Oh, yeah. Rotating the seat. Isn't this ridiculous? Like, this thing actually exists. Like, how? Why? It's so crazy. Chat saying it would be great to have a free mode where you could go around and tidy up. There are people who are doing that in some of the other games now too, where they just want to clean everything up, and that is true. Cleaning simulators are very popular. Vasily, is there any plans to where players can clean all this up, tidy everything up?
We have a bunch of ideas.
Oh yeah.
For the game development. So this one also there, but not going to implement it by the main game release. Potentially later. Once again, guys, we need to understand whether you like this first, because if you are, then of course we will be glad to develop the game further.
Yeah, so be vocal about what you want, chat. So if you get the game and you loved it, make sure you tell the devs other ideas you have, and they may be able to put that in.
Add it to wishlist, which is an important metric for us.
True.
We count the number of wishlists on Steam, so the link to the game page is available in the main game menu. You can find there. Also, there is a survey form. If you have a specific feedback you want us to know about, feel free to use this function. We will carefully read everything and analyze. Thanks for your contribution.
Yeah, good point, chat. Again, as a reminder, today the Steam Next Fest has begun, which is why we're covering this, and many other games during the next fest. But incredibly important that you guys add things to your wish list so developers know that a lot of people are anticipating their game, and then go into the Steam discussion page or go to their Discords or wherever else, ask questions, ask about features, suggest things, be very be cordial and respectful, and just ask everything you're curious about. And more than ever, I've seen developers and their the publishers and people who speak with you guys, the fans, whether or not it's like in Discord or whatever, the managers of those social media places, they want to talk to you and they want to hear what you have to say. More open than ever. Release date is TBD. To be announced someday. But the demo's today. Beautiful. This is the best vehicle. Yeah, chat, we should when this game comes out, we'll have to run a poll and ask everybody's favorite job or favorite vehicle in the game. Honestly, I really like the crane. I think the first mission, although we only offloaded 2 things, I could definitely get into the mode of clearing an entire ship. That'd be really fun. Okay, so now we got to go grab a 40. So double the size. Why is there a lot of garbage on the road? Yeah, there was a hurricane, so this game takes place after kind of a disaster. And even though the hurricane did a lot of damage, the port still needs to function. People still need... deliveries still need to be made. People still want their stuff. So we have to stay open. No days off. I guess that's why they call it Port Wake. No one's sleeping. They're always awake. Maybe that's where it gets its name.
Yeah, it's time to wake up.
That's right. A lot of people think it's related to the water, but no. No one here sleeps. This is a lot of coffee, a lot of tea. We gotta scoot over a little bit. There we go. Like a glove. Ooh, that is a good question. Will there be like Tobii eye tracker or like track IR elements for this in first person?
We consider in support of these devices right now, not in the scope, but we're realizing how great the addition of this. So we need to investigate how popular this device, and we're doing some research right now. If it's popular,
okay,
it makes sense to include.
Yeah, that's a good question, Chad. I did not even think about Track IR or the Tobii eye tracker, but that's and always something that could be added later too. I don't think it's necessary for the game to be fun, but it'll only add to things if it happens to come later. So that is a good suggestion. This vehicle's so crazy. It feels like I'm driving like an apartment building. It's hilarious. Okay, so yard B, section Delta, row 6. Artemis, thank you very much for the Raptor Egg membership. Welcome back, dude. Ooh. And that's it. Job done.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Question from the chat. Do you have a favorite feature of this game, Vasily?
I have a favorite vehicle and all the features connected with it. You said that you liked Straddle and STS. I also think they are both amazing, but my favorite one is a rich stacker, and each, from my perspective, much deeper, and it will expand all own capabilities when you gain in the skill of playing it. When you start doing things simultaneously, and you will feel like you completely own it, you completely manage it, operate it as it designed, let's say. Then it's expanding and getting really a lot of fun. So try Rich Stacker.
I think you're right.
Train more.
I think that everybody's going to love that one the most. I think a lot of people love forklifts, and that thing's like a telehandler forklift, and it's just nice overall. Can the saddler tip over? Oh yeah, the vehicle should be able to crash or roll over, right? If people are going too fast. And I think maybe. All right, there's the map screen again. All right, Chad, if you have any last minute questions for the developer, please do ask. Otherwise, I think I'll be playing the demo just one more time because it is very fun. And otherwise, you can jump onto Steam and grab it for yourself. So if you have any questions about the demo or the game or roadmap questions or whatnot, feel welcome to ask. And all these things apparently could be upgraded here with the levels, chat. So the terminal, tractor, parking lot, gas station. Seems to be implied that they can... oh, look at that. Level 1,000 liters at the gas station. Handles container transfer to and from container ship, increases the number of STS crane slots and container shipment volume and orders. Really? Oh yeah, and you can see all the stuff there. I like the map too, chat, because it really reminds me of like the previous games, the top-down 3D view where it's very detailed, so you can absolutely tell what you're looking at. Will there be collectibles or special edition of this? I did ask about collectibles. It's possible in the future, maybe. This is a good one, Vasily. How many missions could we expect at release? How many are you shooting for?
Oh, I'm not ready to say precise value, but we have around 6 story missions, so similar to the first one you played, which is Even Kill, and around 65 jobs.
Whoa, 65 jobs?
Something like this.
Wow, that is crazy. How many maps or ports are we managing? I think it's just this one, Port Wake, right? This is the main map for the whole game?
Nope. We have another one, terminal. So this one is a container terminal.
What?
This is intended specifically for containers, but we have another one, which is a bulk type of cargo.
Really?
This is not represented in the map because it's not taking part in your management role, because it's not included in the economy, but we have vehicles and jobs there in that terminal, and you will see it when you will play the jobs.
Oh my god. Oh, that is cool. I'm very excited. Will this have a season pass? Might be a little too early for that, chat.
season pass is under discussion. I cannot share details. When time comes, you will know all the details.
Interesting. Good.
Once again, guys, join our channels of communication, add to wish lists. This way you will not miss the news.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, bulk. Yeah, sand confirmed, which means BK will play. That's true. It's like the game has sand. It's somewhere visible on the map. I'm sure you can see it. Co-op feature, multiplayer maybe in the future is what they're talking about. Are they going to add a train yard map? Oh well, there is a railway line right there, and you can see the train line going in and out, which is pretty cool. All right, yeah, demo's out now. Okay, well, I think I'm going to play the demo again. Vasily, anything else you want to say to everybody other than, again, chat, demo's out now. Add this to your wish list if you like it, and make sure you follow them everywhere where you're active on social media to see new pictures, videos, trailers, release date, pricing. All the information will probably come out through those. Anything else you want to add there, Vasily?
I just want to say thank you to all the developers and Saber departments which contributed a lot into this demo release day. So it's pretty much great moment for us. We're so excited to show you guys because we worked hard just for you, and now you get into the game and you start playing. So this is very important for us and exciting. Thanks to everyone.
Vasily, I want to say that personally, I'm a very, very big fan of everything you guys do over there at Saber. You guys are very hardworking. There's a lot of detail to these games. It is very noticed and appreciated, and you guys do a tremendous job. Even the people who don't often, leave they're very focused on their particular task. But we appreciate everybody who puts in a lot of work there, including you. So thanks for coming out today to talk to us and answer questions.
Thanks. See you.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Enjoy Docked. Join the team. Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye. Thank you. All right, guys, that was Vasily from Saber Interactive. Thanks to him for coming out for like an hour and a half answering a bunch of questions for us. I'm going to play this demo again just because it was super fun. We were sponsored to do maybe about a 2-hour stream, but I'm just going to play this again because I don't care. I like it a lot. Again, Saber Interactive is also working on a bunch of other games. You've probably seen SnowRunner, Roadcraft, you've seen MudRunner, and upcoming as well, Road Kings. There's also another stream going on today via Squirrel. If you know Squirrel, he covers a lot of simulator games. He's also covering Busbound, which is another game they're working on. And that also has a demo today, too, and we'll probably check that out a little bit later. So today, we're going to be playing a ton of games, and the Steam Next Fest has begun. So again, please, for everybody who's working on these games, if you like a game, make sure you add it to your wish list so they know that you might potentially buy the game, and that might possibly give them a bigger budget or something like that later on. Like, if a publisher or developer sees, oh damn, there's a lot of people like wanting to buy our game, that could help with the development and make them more attentive of all the things that you want to do. So it's a two-way street. Adding to your wish list and trying a demo is all free. And if later on you don't like Docked and you're like, damn it, I love the demo, but I'm not feeling it anymore, that's okay. Just keep it in your wish list, and later updates or DLCs or whatever, you can get it later on. But I think this is going to be a really, really fun game. And I did not know that we would have 65 different jobs and what seemed to be 6 main story missions, which must be like milestones in the game that you probably have to reach or something to maybe change it up. Like, for example, at the start of the game, the storm is coming, so you don't see the storm, and then it comes later, that kind of thing. So tip over this time? Maybe. But let's go ahead and play again. Docked is a lot of fun. So let's start a new game. And again, this is the demo. You can download it. Links at the top of the chat, down below in the description. And this is good. This is quite good. So thanks to all the devs who come in and ask or answer questions for us that we ask. Yeah, thanks to the devs for their time. They do a good job. I'm a big fan of all the stuff that's coming out from Saber. They're also working on a zombie game too, which I thought we would hear more of. Another one called Toxic Commando or Commando X. I always forget the name. It's something like that. But all right, let's go back to Mission 1, Even Keel. Let's go. It's a very nice looking game too. The visuals, the sound, the music, and the voice acting are all really good. And they started to kind of experiment with that a little bit, I think, during Roadcraft with Kelly. But like SnowRunner and other games don't have that, so this is kind of nice to hear. Yeah, the John Carpenter one, yeah. And that game has vehicles too, so Saber's like working on a zombie game that has vehicles. Let's watch the intro.
your ship at the pier. Barely made it here. Took heavy damage in the storm and is still taking on water. It also has some dangerous cargo on deck. So get on the STS crane and get it off there. You remember STS, right?
Ship to shore, Dad. Yes, I remember. I'm on it.
Hell yeah.
Tommy, those containers on top have got to go. The ship is listing pretty badly.
Got it.
The ship is listing. Is it for sale? Is it listed? Yeah, I'm working on trying to get you guys your Temu orders. Okay, I'm gonna offload your Temu cargo right now. All right, let's do it again. I did this with Roadcraft too, Chad, and other games where we just
Tom, the weather's
a demo's
getting
so fun you gotta play it
turn on
again.
the crane lights just in case.
All right.
Also, the boom's been known to freeze while lowering.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll use the upper booth to keep an eye on it. I'm going up.
Good.
Here we go. Kind of cool that the elevator goes to multiple levels of the crane too, not just like the top or to where the cabin is. So that's nice. Saber Interactive is publishing Busbound, a different company is developing it. Okay, yeah. So they're a developer and a publisher, so sometimes they're not always developing everything. But I feel like anything that they're publishing always feels like they're developing it. Like if somebody else is developing it, but it's got the Saber name attached to it, it always feels like I could tell. Like if you put a game in front of me and we're like, hey, who makes this game? I'd be like, Saber has something to do with this. I know it. Like I feel like I would know. Like if they made a farming game or a trucking game, I'd be able to tell. And they are making a trucking game soon. That'll be cool. Can I close the door? There we go. So there's a few other things we can do.
Hey, Tommy, how do you like being back?
It's like I never left.
Ah, good. How about a little party tonight at Jay's to celebrate your return?
If you're buying.
For my favorite musician and best friend who's been away for ages? Of course.
Yes, it's been a while. I missed you too.
See you there.
Nice. The nighttime looks really good in this game. All other streamers I follow are playing Battlefield 6. I'm trapped. I feel like a big game corp is trying to manipulate my day off. I wanted to play that as well, just for the campaign, but everybody's been praising me for playing other games like Docked and whatever else during these troublesome times. But hey, you know, there's lots of great new games out to play today, so why not? And we're definitely playing Busbound later. All right, let's fire it up.
Ready.
Welcome to the STS crane training program. To start, position the cab over the desired container.
Hey, how do I shut this stupid voice off?
You don't. I turned it on to refresh your memory after the long break.
Okay.
I forgot our main character's name is Mark. Sorry, Tom. Tom is our main character name. And then you've got Mark, his friend, Bill, his dad,
The crane spreader is currently configured to grab standard 20-foot containers.
and Katie,
In your
or
manual,
Kate,
they
a
are also referred
possible
to as
love interest?
TEUs, or 20-foot equivalent units. To lift the container using the twist locks, you must lower the clamps directly into the container slots and secure it. The container outline on your crane's MFD is filled green. The yellow and red lights are on, indicating that the container is ready for gripping.
Just be careful there. Those containers have some nasty stuff inside. One puncture and we'll never hear the end of it.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Kelly lore required. She's just a Midwestern suburban mom who apparently works for now an international construction company.
Now carefully lower the container. When you reach the target height, release the twist locks. Don't pop the locks open prematurely, as this may result in an emergency. The green and yellow lights together indicate that the container is stable. You can now release the twist locks.
Bueno, bueno, bueno.
You need to extend the spreader to grab a 40-foot or a double TEU container.
What would I do without you?
Tommy, if you're not done yet, you better hurry. That storm is gonna hit any minute now.
You're
Are
right
these
on
the
time.
containers we moved in the later mission? Could
And you didn't
be.
even turn my port into a disaster zone. Not bad.
Yeah, when the storm hits, it could
I'll
have
be
blown
gone
these
before I get a
containers
chance to
around, maybe.
disappoint you.
Or you could stay and not disappoint me.
All right. Think about that.
But as the developer
That's my
said, some of the jobs that we play are in different parts of the main game, so they're kind of just trying to mix it up to let you get a good feel for the game. All right, that's job done. Yeah, 20-hour stream to offload the whole ship. That's why co-op would be amazing. Hopefully, you know, they're thinking about it. Hopefully they do it. Meanwhile, at Wendy's. Wow. I'm a truck driver with containers in the Netherlands, and I play the demo. I love it. Oh, good. Good to hear. Well, apparently we can drive container trucks around a little bit, too. And the developer did say there was bulk cargo, although it's not in the demo. Pretty cool. Let's move on to mission 2, or job 1. Yeah, you're right. We're loading supplies for Roadcraft. Yeah, we're shipping things around for that game. Damn tugboat. Tossed ashore. Crazy. Brother, yeah.
Are you in already?
Yes, Dad. This place is a mess.
You're telling me. I'm just starting to tally up the damage. We're lucky at least some of our stuff is still okay.
Brother. All right, let's get to work. Mission fail. Wow, that was a record. That's got to be a glitch. Whoa, you've done too much damage. That's not me. My name's not Wendy. I didn't do nothing. What do you mean? I didn't do a damn thing. That was the storm. The hell? Okay, let's restart. My bad. I didn't do anything. I didn't even get in the car. You're this bad. We've pre-failed you. You pre-failed. We didn't even give you a chance. Wow. Imagine failing a demo without even doing anything. I'm this bad at this game, chat.
Ready to go?
Good. Now get those containers to the free lot. Gently.
Yeah, I remember. One puncture and we'll never hear the end of it.
Yep, something like that.
I'll never hear the end of this from chat. Dude, remember that time in Docked where you failed and you weren't even playing? Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Hey, Tommy, that you driving the reach stacker right now?
Yeah, it's me, all right.
Great. Can you check if I left my player on the dash?
Wow, you're still using that thing.
Of course, it was Dad's. His taste in music wasn't as good as mine, though.
So you kept the recording, too?
Come on, when you make it big, I'm running your fan club. I'm dead serious, though. Your music's good. I just wish there were more than 2 people who knew about it. So I put together a little video with yesterday's cam feeds and your music and posted it online.
Well, tell me if it gets any views. Anyways, gotta get back to work.
Good luck.
Picking up some cargo, brother. Like a glove. You want a version of this game but with mechs? Oh, that'd be cool, like a spaceport simulator. Docked could lead to other games, yeah. There could be Docked 2 where people want to go to space or something like that, and you have to move space cargo around on a spaceship. That'd be amazing. Seeing spaceships coming in and offloading and loading their cargo. For sure. Yeah, this game really, blows things out of the water in terms of, like, getting away from trucks and other machinery. Like doing other machines, which is cool. I really hope you know, this leads to a more serious construction simulator as well from Sabre. They got some really cool ideas.
First container is in place. I'm going for the second.
Good. Keep the pace.
I will say, though, I wish those mirrors worked. Kind of hard to see behind you in the cab without the mirrors. That's what they're there for. Brother XS, thanks for the 10, dude. All right, can I get a 1 in the chat from anybody who's planning on playing this demo? Anybody want to download this one and give it a shot?
Looks like I'll have to tilt the spreader to pick this one up.
Oh yeah, you could be right. This does feel like Hard Space Shipbreaker a little bit too. It's got that vibe, the country music. Oh wait. Hard Space was a heck of a time.
So you've moved most of the critical cargo.
Yep, I'm on the last one.
Great. Bring it over and take a break. I guess it's good to have you back. Maybe.
Good to see you too.
Ooh, that was close. We're good. Ship Graveyard 2, yeah. Job done, brother, yeah. Sabre needs to put all these sim games in one to rule them all. If we can get a, truck driving, port simulating, airport, open world, train, everything game, that would be amazing. All right, on to the next one. All right, now a little harder job. Yeah, there's other employees at the port. We just can't see them, but we talk to them. And also there's been like a disaster, so I think they're also working on cleaning up other areas, or some parts of the port don't function at the moment because they're repairing. locked in. Alright, now we gotta load this on the train. Yeah, there's a little Austin Powers moment over there for sure. You get really into a tight space. If I go to the other side of that stack, it is just impossible. Like, it's even tighter on the other side because there's tipped over containers and, like, I think it might even be blocked somehow. Whoop, whoop. Oh my god, I tipped over the cone. Mission failed, dude. No possible way we could repair that damage. You just played the first part of the demo. Very cool. It's pretty cool. Looking forward to playing Busbound in a little bit. I mean, what a day. We get all these cool vehicle simulators. This is a really great... It's a great day. It's fun to play this stuff. Well, it worked and then it didn't. Uh-oh. We'll try it like this. I guess we gotta go a little more forward. There we go. Perfect. That's better. Yeah, I agree, Vinyl. Or it's hard because there's that barrier there, so you can't really back straight in. Yeah, we're gonna have to come at it from a 90 degree like I had before. This seems like the best way to do this is just come in from this side. I'm a little close. Yeah, that's the way. Brother, yeah. Nicholas, how many times have you completed the demo now? 6 or 7? Those spreadsheets going to be working overtime just for this demo. There we go. That is like the hardest mission there of the demo anyway. I'm sure there's there's going to be way more missions. And I bet some of them will evolve too, where it'll say like, I'm just speculating here, but it'll be like, oh yeah, just go ahead and do this. It'll be an easy job. And then something goes wrong or something and the mission expands to be way bigger than you'd expect. Well, at least this demo so far hasn't had radioactive barrels disappear for no reason. That's good. Happy about that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no wonder that wasn't locking in. It was showing me the location for container B when we had container A? Wait a minute. Hold on, let's put this here. Well, that'd be a good added challenge, yeah. Other vehicles moving around, other NPCs. That might be a thing later on. Like, who knows? This could be early in the game where the port's still very much damaged and they're just trying to get cargo out of here so they could do repairs or something like that. Like, who knows? But that it could be possible. I could see it happening. Oh, my bad. I put this here. I'm so excited to play more. Well, I guess I just came here because I was familiar coming to this location offload, but it did show like the it shows that ghost of like where you're supposed to put something. So I saw that thinking like, okay, this goes here. But this goes over there. I like this music quite a bit. It's very nice. Let's grab some more cargo here. Then we'll be on to the Straddle carrier deal. That thing is weird, but I love it. I do. There we go. Job done, brother, yeah. Brother, yeah. All right, let's go on to the last mission, job 3 test drive. Let's do one more again. Like butter? Yeah, getting pretty good at a lot of these jobs. I think playing the demo a couple, 2-3 times really will help you understand how everything functions and to get good. All right.
So, how do you like the new toy, Mark?
She's perfect. I wouldn't dare put a scratch on her.
No need to worry too much. Just be careful and do your job.
Speaking of which, Container Yard B needs attention after the storm.
I'm on it, boss.
All right, the engine did start. That's a relief. Can you check if the spreader works now?
Sure, works just fine, boss.
Great.
Okay, we're ready to drive. Let's go. Oh, I thought this thing was directly above it. It's off-centered a little bit. So it's got to be a little to the right. My bad. Doing that in sim mode is going to be brutal. That's going to take some practice, dude. Yep, made by the same folks working on Roadcraft and stuff. All kind of the same developer, publisher. Sometimes it's a different dev, but most games like this are published by Saber. And what could I say? I'm a fan. I think they do great work. How are we gonna move this? There we go. Yeah, I guess the spotter in this game is you working the third-person camera, I guess. What's up, Red Dagger? Hello, everybody. Good to see you all here. What's up, Haas? Nicholas, welcome back. Vinyl Rabbit, good to see him. Welcome. Do we take any damage for plowing into these? Not really. We're invincible. Unlike the stacker, which we immediately failed the mission at like the start of the mission, which was funny. Luckily, we didn't do anything, so it didn't really matter. Look at the damage to the building over there, though. Buildings are wrecked. I think this thing can tip over, but I'm halfway through the job now. I don't want to die. Vehicles in this game will need maintenance, though, as part of jobs. Yeah, this is what it's like to drive a mega lift kit. Like, some of you probably have lift kits on your trucks, but you don't have this. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. You don't have this. If it can fit in your garage, you're doing it wrong. I mean, think about this though. Like, you could never get stuck in traffic because, you know, all those containers there. If those were a line of cars, you drive just like this. Just drive over them. Mission done, yeah, brother, yeah. Yeah, you brother, yeah, brother, yeah. That's all I ever hear with these guitars and stuff. All right, that's the 4 missions, folks. All right, well, that's going to be all for our first look at Dock today. So thanks to Vasily, the one of the dev team members, coming out and answering a bunch of questions that we had to ask. And thanks to all you guys for watching. Demo's out now on Steam. Today begins the long week of Steam Next Fest demos, so tons of stuff are free to try before you buy, add to your wish list, and all that kind of good stuff. So definitely make sure you do that. I'm going to take a little break for now, and then maybe we'll be back with some something. I don't know. We'll be back with Bus Bounder, whatnot. If that game is single player, then I'll probably play that alone, because if it's single player, I can't play with like BK and Jay and Emma and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, we'll play that later today, and then we'll also, well, I might not be streaming as much this week. There's some games coming out very soon, like Farthest Frontier, Anno, Jurassic World Evolution. And so I want to make sure I got time to make other videos as we make room for that. So I might take a little time to record during the day here today, and see you when I see you. So as always, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, follow, ! Twitch too if you want to follow over on Twitch, and be a part of our Twitch streams too. We'd love it. And thank you everybody for watching. Thanks again to Saber Interactive for sponsoring. We will definitely check out this game if there is a new demo, if there is a early access release, if there's a release. However it works for them, we're playing more of this. This is a lot of fun. This is definitely in our wheelhouse of games like SnowRunner, MudRunner, Roadcraft, Docked, Busbound, all games that we either are looking forward to or that we've loved in the past. So anyway, thanks again everybody for watching, and we'll see you all in the next stream.
Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty! Who? Who do you think? The idiots!
Now, in the meantime, enjoy a new video going live right now on the channel of a game by the name of Docked. You probably haven't seen it before, so I think you'll enjoy this new video on Docked. I had to play it. I couldn't just play it once. There's a shorter video for anybody who may have missed the stream, or anybody else who wants to just see the missions as they go. See you all in a bit for our next stream. Thanks for watching.